Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns versus Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
First opened in 1999, there's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. KJ Hamler returning it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has it up for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he's got his man on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught. Judy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. it to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC. Saints and Seahawks live from Lumen Field in Seattle. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. On the ground, it's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Draymond Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's where it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has now been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Watson. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But
and the Broncos get there and take him down. Mike Purcell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. There he goes inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are getting back to the juice. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Hamler now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Cleveland offense making their way out. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Handoff comes to Chubb. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that one. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Calling a gain of 5, 4th down now. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one.
Touchdown! It's complete. Albert Okuebuna, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Here's Watson. Finding Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. That catch good for only a couple. Now Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. Watson to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll make it 2nd down. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, The lungs expand. You go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for the Broncos, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Browns,